I have literally built my entire back by only doing chin-ups, and you can do the same. What you want to do to build a back is to pick one compound back exercise. So whether it's a pull-up, a chin-up, any sort of row, it doesn't matter. Just pick one of them. Get very, very good at doing this exercise by making sure you're performing it with proper form in a full range of motion, as this will make sure you actually engage all the muscle fibers the movement targets. You want to do this exercise 2 times a week as a beginner is enough, but over time you can increase the frequency at which you train. You want to do about 10 to 20 sets a week for any muscle group really, which also applies to the back. That seems, from what I know, to be the optimal amount of volume and the amount of volume I do personally. And I mean, this can be spread out as you like, but 2 times a week, 3 times a week, that means you're doing about 5 to 10 hard sets a session. And the amount of reps you do don't matter much. What you want to make sure is that you just train to failure. So you push yourself to a point where the speed at which you do the exercise slows down dramatically. If you come to this point, it doesn't matter which rep range you train in, it'll build muscle, and as you build muscle you build strength. The two go hand in hand in like most cases, but I typically train in the 5 to 15 rep range because that's just time efficient compared to going above that. And if you go below 5 reps, for example, you might find yourself in a territory where you're not performing the exercises with proper form, and then you just want to make sure that you do this exercise you've chosen consistently for a long time, and in that way get stronger. And then as you get stronger, you progressively overload. As you find yourself getting stronger, you're going to find yourself being able to do more repetitions before you hit failure. And then when you go above 15 repetitions, you just add extra weight to the exercise, and you'll find the amount of reps you're able to do dropping a substantial amount. Then you literally just keep going like that forever. And if you pair this approach with proper nutrition, like a slight bulk perhaps, you're going to find yourself getting very, very strong, like relatively fast. And with that, size will follow. It's really not that complicated if you don't want it to be. And the reason a lot of people do a bunch of different exercises for their back or any other muscle group is because they see other people doing it primarily, but it's not necessary if you really boil it down. Your muscles only know stimulus. They don't know what sort of exercise you're doing. It doesn't matter much. The only reason you should add variation or other exercises is to build your back more completely, like hit all the different angles and little muscles in the back. Yeah, then you might want to do like a couple different exercises perhaps. But honestly, I don't know how big a difference this is really going to make at the end of the day. That's really how you can build a big back. That's what I've done personally. That's what you see a lot of people do. Like, you don't need to make it overcomplicated. It just decreases the chances of you actually following through with training your back. So just simplify things and you'll build a great back.